In Lightroom, black and white conversion is as simple or complex as you like. In this video, I'll start with the most basic way of converting a color image to black and white, and then move on to ways of using Lightroom's black and white mix controls to give you more control. Okay, so I'm in the library module now, and if you look over here to the right side panels under Quick Develop, Save Preset, there's a triangle over to the right. If you click on it, it'll open up some other options, some hidden options. Under Treatment, you can select black and white, and it'll convert to black and white automatically. Let me go back up to color by clicking on that. Simplest way, though, if you're in the library module, is just to hit the V key. V, and then V again will bring the color back. You can also use the V key in the Develop module. Let's go over to the Develop module. Up here in the module picker, I'll select Develop. And probably the simplest way here to convert to grayscale or black and white is in the Basic panel to select black and white. And to go back to color, we just select color. Over here on the left, under presets, there's lots of ways you can convert to black and white automatically. And I'm just going to go ahead and scroll on down, and you can see in the navigator window, as I hold my cursor over a particular preset, a preview appears automatically up above. And I'll just go on down. You can see all the different options here. And if you find one you like, you just click on it, and it will automatically be applied to the image. All right, so over here in the right side panels again, we're going to get to the more complex way of converting to black and white, but the one that gives you more control. So over here on the right, if I select B and W for black and white, you'll see a bunch of sliders show up. And these are all color sliders that correspond to colors that are in the actual image itself. Let me go ahead and select another image to work with, though, just so we can get a couple more colors to work with. And then select B and W. All right, so as you can see, all these sliders are in the same spot. They're all 0. The value is 0. If I want to have Lightroom apply an auto mix, in other words, I want Lightroom to decide what would be a more pleasing way of converting the colors to black and white, I select auto. And you can see now it's not done in a linear fashion. It's done based on the color in this particular image. Now, if you go under Lightroom Preferences here, under Presets, you can see that you can have the auto mix applied automatically when you first convert to black and white. This is the default. I've deselected it, but by default this is selected, so it will automatically apply an auto mix when you first convert to black and white. I'll go ahead and leave that selected right now. It really doesn't matter because you can always apply auto later, and you can also go back to the default settings as well by holding the Option or Alt key, and you can see that black and white mix now changes to Reset Black and White Mix, and they all now are zeroed out. Okay, but this isn't where the fun is. The fun is when you go in and actually control the luminosity of each individual color yourself. And you can do that a couple ways. You can do it straight from the slider itself. So if I move this red slider to the left, if there's any red in this image, there is in the stop sign, it'll go darker. And if I move it to the right, it'll lighten it up. Let me go ahead and do that. And let's just move on down the line. Orange, there's a lot of orange there, so I can brighten it or darken it, depending on which way I go with the sliders here. Let me just brighten that up a little bit. And yellow, I don't know how much yellow there is, but there's a little bit. You can see how that's being affected by this movement in the slider. Green, a little bit of green there, and it's brightening up. So I can go around and make my own mix is really what the point is. There's not too much aqua. Now blue should be the sky, yes. Now I like darkening the sky, so I'm going to move that all the way over to the left. And I don't think there's much purple or magenta, no. Okay, so this is how you do it manually. Now, if you have forgotten what colors are in your image, you could also do this while you're in the before and after view and just move the sliders and know what colors are there by just looking over to the before view. Okay, so now let me open one more image. Let's find another one here. How about this one? Convert it to black and white. All right, this time I'm going to select the target adjustment tool. Just click on it. You can see it has the arrow up and down and above the double circle. And I'm going to move that over a color in the image itself. Watch what happens when I move it over, say, the green area in the grass. Look over to the right in the right panel. You can see now that the green is active. And if I click and drag up, I'm actually brightening the green. If I click and drag down, I'm darkening the green. Let me brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go around and click and drag on different parts of the image and see what kind of effect. Now this is moving the aqua and the blue. Let me darken that area like that. And I'm just going to poke around and I'm brightening up the orange there. And let's see what this darkens. Yellow is darkening. I don't want to darken that too much. And I think there was some red here. I can brighten that up a bit. So this is how you get ultimate control over your conversion from color to black and white, when you can go in and individually control what colors are dark or light. So you can see there's lots of ways to get a black and white effect. Just remember that not all color images warrant the effect. Some color images rely totally on color, and stripping the color leaves nothing interesting behind. I just want to end with one final note that oftentimes when I convert to grayscale or black and white, I keep a virtual copy of the color. So I have both of them at my fingertips, even though I can always reset my image in the develop module and bring back the color. It's just one of the great things about Lightroom is that you can actually do many things with the same image and always come back to the original. As you can see, there are many ways to get a black and white effect in Lightroom, and using the black and white mix is a lot of fun.